Oh, this is Mr. Hornsby83 with another edition of Mr. Hornsby83 review. I'm reviewing the Fastlane pay-per-view that just went off the air about 5 minutes ago. Actually 10 minutes ago. It starts out, well, let's start with the pre-show. We had Brock Lesnar, or we had Paul Heyman be on Miz TV talking about whoever wins out of Reigns and Bryant is going to be the loser because Lesnar's going to beat him. But everybody knows Lesnar's going back to UFC, so whoever would have won the match was going to win the title. So, but if everybody watched, they seen who won anyway. So, all right, now to the main card. Well, oh yeah, we got some stuff with Miz Dow. It looks like things are gonna play out tomorrow between Miz Dow and Miz, and starting into their match for WrestleMania. Probably for the rights to call themselves the Miz. But alright, now we get to the main card, which shockingly enough started out with Seth Rollins and Kane and Big Show taking on Ryback, Dolph Ziggler, and Luke Harper. Or not Luke Harper, Eric Rowan. Not bad about that. And the Authority won again. Kane, Big Show, and Rollins. Then Rollins was going on a curb stomping frenzy like he did Thursday on SmackDown. And then you hear the music cue in. I hear voices in my head. They talk to me. I don't remember all the lyrics. I might have just botched the lyrics a little, but you know what I'm getting. Randy Orton comes out there, RKO's Big Show, Kane, I think J&J Security, Rollins takes off. Or no, I think he just got Kane and J&J Security, and Big Show pulled Rollins out so that he wouldn't get Rollins also. Rollins takes off running, and that was the end of your scene of Rollins. And then next up, we got probably the most shocking match of the night when we had, oh no, that wasn't it. It was Goldust and Stardust that wrestled next. I was getting ready to jump ahead, but Goldust and Stardust wrestled. They wrestled the match. Goldust won. But before the match, Dusty Rhodes was talking, saying, "You both mean a lot to me," and this and that. And Goldust said, "Well, I'm going to try to beat him so bad that he don't want to put on the Stardust makeup no more," and this and that. Which really, it seemed like Stardust dominated the match most of the match. And he didn't even lose the match. The freaking referee botched up the counter, whatever, and didn't even get to the count of three. Freaking, so that match should have continued, but Goldust is your winner. Then we get a little thing in the back with Dusty talking to Goldust, and then Stardust comes up, talks about the reason why he's saying Cody's dead, pretty much saying, it's because of Dusty Rhodes having him team up with Goldust, and I guess messing up everything because he said, "I was breakout star of Legacy. I was one of the greatest Intercontinental champions of recent times." He was even greater than Goldust when he was Intercontinental champion. Talked about dashing, Prince, and all that stuff, and then he said, "But now I'm dead because of you, because you put this luggage in my thing, basically," and he attacked Goldust and everything, and then so. This is going to continue. We'll probably see it at WrestleMania. Hopefully it'll be Cody probably against Dustin because that's the way the route looks like they're going with it. But now to the shocking match of the night, which was Tyson Kidd and Cesaro taking on the Usos for the tag team titles. And like everybody else, I predict the Usos winning and possibly going on to take on the Ascension for the tag titles at WrestleMania. But shockingly enough, that didn't happen. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro won, so maybe WWE's finally gonna start using these guys right and stop freaking crapping on both guys. I mean, I'm a big Cesaro fan. Tyson Kidd, he's okay, but he's not one of my favorites. Then but yeah, shockingly won. It looks like Natalia's turned completely heel, which that's what it looked like Thursday, so she's heel with Tyson, and they were kissing and that at the end of the match because they're husband and wife in real life, and so yeah. Then next up, we got the Triple H Sting segment, which I thought would happen later, but it actually happened right dead center in the show. Triple H came out, and it was like Triple H looked when he was wrestling with t-shirt, jeans, and a leather jacket, which, you know, that's the signature look that he had in the Attitude Era. And he's talking to Sting about, Sting, you can walk away, I'll forgive you for everything, you walk away, I'll give you great deals, like, toy deal, like, you'll get action figures made of you, you'll get put in the Hall of Fame, this and that, and then then Sting just kept looking at him, didn't say nothing, and then Triple H went to attack him because he said something, he was like, acting like he was going to say something about Rick, he's like, well, Rick always told me about you, and then he went to go to punch him. Sting blocks, beats him up for a minute. Then Triple H starts getting the best of him, goes out to get his sledgehammer, and Sting had his baseball bat, holds it back to his neck, and Triple H is like, and then, like, Sting kept pointing to the WrestleMania sign, and Sting's, like, sitting there, still pointing to it, and then when Triple H would try to move or something, Sting puts the bat back to his neck, and he goes, ooh. But, yeah, so, Triple H finally said, fine, well, I'll see you at WrestleMania, and then, Sting went to leave, Triple H went to attack him again, and then Sting finally got the best of him, and, Scorpion Death dropped him and all that, held the bat, and left the ring. I thought it was going to be all talking, Sting and Triple H talking, but I kind of figured they'd start duking it out because they were hyping it, and if they hyped it just to talk, they couldn't do that on a Raw. So they figured, well, let's add a little bit of fighting to it, which the only one that really talked by himself was Triple H. Alright, next up was the Divas title match, which I was very disappointed with the outcome. It was okay match. It wasn't, it was a little bit better than most Diva matches, but that's not saying much. But Nikki Bella wins, keeps the title. I don't know. Hopefully they have Paige win it at Mania since they kept it on Nikki, which I don't know why. She don't need to have the title. The Bellas are freaking duller than dull, and the only reason why they're where they are is because Bree's married to Daniel Bryan and Nikki's dating John Cena. I'll talk about John Cena in a little bit because I got a little bit of theory that I kind of figured out watching toward the end of the show, but I'll get to the Cena thing in a minute. But then next up we had the Intercontinental title match, and ended in DQ. That's all I'm going to say about that. I mean, the match was a pretty good match. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't, one of the greatest Dean Ambrose matches, but disqualification, Dean Ambrose attacks Bad News Barrett at the end and steals the Intercontinental title, so Dean Ambrose is going to take the title to... And actually, it was Dean Ambrose who got disqualified. I thought Bad News Barrett get himself disqualified, but that didn't happen. But since he stole the title, he'll probably tell Bad News Barrett, I'll tell you what, give me another title shot and a no disqualification, no count-out type match, and I'll give you your belt back, which Bad News Barrett will probably agree to it, which that's probably what's going to happen at WrestleMania. And hopefully they put the title on Ambrose because Bad News Barrett is starting to look like freaking William Regal did with the television title in WCW. It's just every time you turn around, he's got the belt, even though people don't want him having that title. People want to see guys like Dean Ambrose have it. But so yeah, that's something to look forward to. Then next up was, I believe, the Bray Wyatt segment, which I predicted on my predictions show. Bray Wyatt was going to come out and directly make a challenge to Undertaker. I also predicted Sheamus would come back, but I'll get to that later. I predicted Randy Orton would come back, but everybody predicted Randy Orton would come back tonight, so didn't make no difference. But I did predict this. He came out in the casket. You had the music playing, the Druids coming out, and the fans started erupting like, yeah! And then they seen that it was Bray Wyatt, which, was hilarious. Challenge the Undertaker. Undertaker will probably accept tomorrow night or sometime soon. And then after that, we got to the U.S. title match, which this match was really shockingly good. I mean, usually Cena matches suck, especially when he's in there with someone like Rusev, but this match wasn't that bad. I mean, it was a little better than what I've seen Cena or Rusev in anyway. I mean, I was like, wow. And, Rusev won, with the accolades, Cena was passed out. And I think what they're setting up is WrestleMania with John Cena taking on Rusev for the U.S. title again. Either that or Cena's going to go heel, and somebody's going to try to talk some sense into him. He's going to turn on him and just completely go heel probably tomorrow night on Raw. But I don't know. More than likely, he'll probably just go out there and say, you know what, I want another match with Rusev, blah, blah, blah. I want Lana in the cage because I'm hanging from the cage to keep her from interfering. And what it's going to end up leading to at WrestleMania, Nikolai Volkov in the corner of Rusev, and then Hulk Hogan in the corner of John Cena. Like, Nikolai Volkov, Rusev coming out with the freaking Russian flag then, and all three of them, Volkov, Rusev, and Lana talk about Vladimir Putin. And then, you know, John Cena, probably troops coming out, which Mark Times has predicted this, you know, on his channel. But there'll be troops coming out, Cena coming out with, you know, the thing, you know, and winning the U.S. title there, unless he goes heel, which who knows what they're going to do with Cena at this point. One thing's for sure, they're phasing him out. They're not trying to make him the top guy anymore. And from what I heard, last year he wasn't supposed to win the title at all. So they had no plans for him winning the title last year, but because of what happened with Daniel Bryan, changing things with Batista and all that, they decided to go with John Cena. Alright, then we got the main event between Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan, which was a pretty good match as well. You know, very back and forth, very, you know, moments like, oh, you think, you know, Reigns is going to win, and you think Bryan's going to win, and you keep seeing all these false endings, which was pretty good, and, you know, I gotta give it to Daniel Bryan. This is why I respect his wrestling ability so much, because he can carry anybody in that ring. Carried John Cena at SummerSlam. And here, he carried Roman Reigns through this match, but Roman Reigns did pretty well, too. I think he did a little better than he got credit for in this match, which I'm sure a lot of people won't give him much credit. I'm sure a lot of people probably be ranting and raving about the outcome of the match, but this is the match that I predicted. Sheamus would come out, bro kicks Daniel Bryan, and cost Bryan the match, but that didn't happen. But, you know, what happened was Daniel Bryan hit the flying knee plus, or the Basuki kick, or whatever it's called. I might have botched the name of that kick, but, you know. He hit it once, went for the pin, Reigns kicked out. He got the yes lock, Reigns broke out of that. They went for another solid knee plus, and Reigns turned into a spear, which I kind of figured was going to happen. I'm like, what? One of these kicks, he's going to get speared. And, you know, he went for the kick again, doing the yes, and re-yesing with him, then went spear, pin, which, you know, was a pretty good ending. Then Daniel Bryan, different man, I thought he was going to turn heel. He came up on Roman Reigns, shoved him, got in his face. Then he said, you better kick Brock Lesnar's ass. And then, well, he didn't say Brock Lesnar, but he did say the other parts. And shook his hand. It was over. Roman Reigns celebrated. And I was thinking, maybe another plan WWE might have. Maybe they didn't have Sheamus cost Bryan to match, because maybe we might get Cena and Bryan. Like I said, Cena might turn heel with, you know, not succeeding at Royal Rumble, not succeeding against Rusev. He might turn heel, and we might see Daniel Bryan versus John Cena at WrestleMania. Because, you know, even though they're phasing him out, they still want to give Cena a big match feel at WrestleMania. So I could see that possibly happen, or Cena Rusev peace. Either way, Cena's going to be occupied with WrestleMania. Either way, it's going to be some kind of big match environment. Don't know what they're going to do. Going to have to watch Raw tomorrow. But overall, I give the pay-per-view, I give it a 3. I'll give it a 3 out of 5 because it was a little bit better, you know, than people probably thought it was. I mean, it was a filler pay-per-view. There were certain things about the thing that was interesting. I liked some of the stuff they set up. I love the Bray Wyatt promo because it was just amazing how all the fans got excited and they realized it wasn't Undertaker. When Wyatt, like, came out of the casket like that, started laughing, cut the promo, the fight between Sting and Triple H was pretty interesting. Which might lead to a bat and sledgehammer on the pole match, so, well, yeah, the two top matches were pretty decent. And, you know, I'm shocked Cena actually did a good match, but, you know, but, yeah. Overall, 3 out of 5. Pretty decent pay-per-view. And, you know, hopefully they can continue doing good things with the company. Moving forward, stop giving us garbage like they've been giving us for the past, like, since they went PG era. So hopefully we start getting some better stuff. New era coming in for sure. So, have to wait and see. But I'm going to do my topic show Wednesday, and until then, peace out.